Good morning and welcome back to Miniature Monday. It is the traditional Monday morning, get the week started and let's paint some miniatures and just hang out. Let's see while we kind of wait for anyone to filter in here. Had a fun weekend. Got to play a couple of games with kids. Didn't get to play one of the games we wanted to, but that's neither here nor there. Got some sleeping done. But overall, pretty good weekend. I did do a middle of the night stream as well, so that was interesting. And so yeah, but other than that, things are going pretty well. Big week this week. We've got the BattleTech Kickstarter launching on Thursday. Still reaching out to some people to see who's going to come around and hang out. But we'll see what happens. And Steve Cross already jumping in on the normal video for the day. If you didn't see that, go check out the channel. It's the new starter set for Blood and Plunder from Firelock Games. And yeah, dude, seriously, that thing is straight up ridiculous. The funniest part was that Mike Tunez of Firelock literally told me that it was a mistake that he was super happy he made happen, just from the ridiculous size of the box. The funny thing is, it's actually not that much stuff. It's 26 miniatures, which is a decent amount. I'm not gonna lie, but it's 26 miniatures and 2 pirate ships, and so that's actually the biggest thing, is the fact that you've got like 4 or 5 sprues just for the ships alone, and they eat up just a ton of space. But regardless, it's super awesome starter set. If you've watched any of my reviews of starter sets, I love starter sets, and so the fact that they give you enough that you can play any kind of game. I was going through the rule book, and so they've got the land game, they've got the amphibious game, meaning land and sea operations, and just straight sea operations. And so the fact that they give you everything to do all of it right out of the box is absolutely amazing. And on top of that, the Firelock guys are just really good guys anyway. Mike Tunez is literally one of the nicest people you will meet in the industry. If I'm bringing it up, trust me, I absolutely hold that person in very high esteem. So that one's fun. And I even paid for the set. They didn't even send me a free one. Probably could have called in a favor, but I didn't. Anyways. So yeah, needless to say, eventually I will get to those sooner than later. I just wanted to make a big deal about it because Adepticon's this week, so they're going to be at the show, and figured if it gets a little bit more traction, maybe it's not much, it's just me. But if they get a little bit more traction off of it, that can't hurt them. So anyways, probably start on that soon. That's another thing I could do on stream, is just build models. I love building the models. Despite what all of y'all think, I don't think I'm a very good painter, but I like building fine enough. So anyways, all right, well, I have probably stalled long enough, so let's get to painting. Okay, all right, real quick, got this guy. I mentioned him last week. I reached out to Blaine, and he basically said, for Snords Irregulars, just paint it however you want. So he didn't give me any good suggestions. I was a little annoyed with that, but that's okay. I still like Blaine. So I know I want to put like a little bit of like a purple trim, like maybe like down the center of the torso here, but I don't know what to do for the rest of it. So, I need a suggestion on how to paint this guy. I still gotta work on the executioner and the idea that Cliff gave me the other day. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for now, I need suggestions on what to do with the Sentinel. So if you have any, that would be awesome. Okay. But yeah, so we've got the executioner to work on. I think what I'm gonna do, green and attack pink. You're gonna need to get me a link, Steve, because I have no idea what you're talking about. What you talking about, Wiz? All right, so let's see. So we're gonna do the chameleon pattern. Because yeah, so the left side this side is gonna be Calm Guard white. This side is gonna be the camouflage. So let's start with that. Okay, so we're gonna start with some sky blue. I don't have any attack pink. I don't have any neon colors. And I still don't have the colors for it. But what about G.I. Joe Alley Viper? So like bright orange and blue. What do you think about that? Good morning, Glenn. It is. So I work nights, and so yeah, it is absolutely just a chill morning because I'm gonna be up and painting for a little bit. Just something we do. Just paint for I just try to get a couple hours of painting done. Because otherwise I get super distracted. Yes, that. Let me go ahead and share this. I'm probably not going to start this today because I need to find a good orange. But yeah, so do just, orange all over, and then just patches of blue. But because this guy is Solomon Storm. He's from the I'm not showing the right screen. So Solomon. So we'll do just orange, blue patches. But Solomon Storm is from the Free Worlds League, and so like I said, so then I'll probably do just kind of another shade of purple down this center. But like I said, I might have an orange. I have German orange, and I have Reaper Fire orange. we might pull this off. Oh, man. See what you started? But in the meantime, let's get on this executioner. Anyways, so I'm not too worried about having a nice line, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with like some darker blue and a white to kind of do like a lightning effect down the middle. Where the chameleon effect is quote unquote activating. Yeah, so I don't normally go for stuff like that. And I mean, it's just me. Just my random theory. But that is also one thing that's fun about the streams is sometimes I get stuck on where to go or what to do. And so being able to just have somebody that I can bounce an idea off of. What was it? Oh, I got a little too sloppy here. Dang it. Because I don't have. I mean, I can try remixing. Okay, never mind. It's not that I'm going to try remixing. I'm going to have to remix this off-white and gray. Oh, that was stupid. I got distracted. Which, let's be honest, it's not hard. So I'm not blaming you guys. Just didn't pay attention to how I was painting. So, anyways. Yeah, welcome, Glenn. Nice to see a new face around here. Be aware, this is literally amateur painting time. I'm not a professional. While I do occasionally get paid to do some miniatures, it's extremely rare. It's like for one friend of mine. And I do not paint competition level. I paint for, is this good enough to put on a table? Because if it's good enough to put on a table, then I'm okay with it. So, but what I'm doing with this guy, since you weren't here the other night in the middle of the night, a friend of mine suggested the executioner. So, all right, my decision method for how I'm going to paint mechs is I start with legends, and then and if the mech's listed there, and they're, the pilot and whatnot, then that's how I'll paint it. If it's not listed there, then I will look for like named pilots on Sarna. I'll look at the pilot cards just to kind of get an idea of different units. And so I'm actually up to over 60 painted mechs, all painted different paint schemes. Because honestly, I don't want to pick. I don't want to pick a unit. I like BattleTech in general. I'm not married to one particular faction, so I just like doing different stuff. Anyways, so my friend gave me the suggestion that for this Executioner, because I was having trouble finding a non-Comstar pilot, to paint it using the Chameleon, like, active light bending camouflage. So basically it's got cameras and it's kind of got a cloaking device. Anyways, so what I'm doing is I'm going to, so this side is coming out, going in, exactly. And then this side is, so basically I'm going to have sky. I'll probably come in with some white and like fake some clouds. And then I'm going to do some trees and have like some trees poking up into the arm. And basically I'm going Bob Ross on this. Good morning, Mundo. So we'll see how well it works. All right, now how did I make this gray? Careful about being sloppy, folks. Then you got to figure out how to fix it. Oh, and I'm also really, really bad at keeping notes about how I painted stuff. So I just wing it. My channel's not called Gaming with ADHD for no reason. But other than that, I hope everyone had a good weekend. Yeah, that's true. Never mix paint, just buy more paint colors. I would agree in most cases, except like I'm kind of a paint snob. My collection is actually all over the place. I've got Vallejo, I've got Reaper, I've got some Army Painter, I've got what else? Actually, heck yeah, like last week I was using some craft paint for a little bit. So while I agree with you in principle right now I'm actually kind of avoiding buying new paint. It's more like, you know, how can I just work with what I've got? All right, so let's start with, I gotta figure out how to do some trees. All right, I'm gonna start with some of this Reaper Black and Brown. Hey, that's good. Get back to your roots, Mundo. Keep the skills sharp, as it were. Not just sitting behind a desk. Hey, there is nothing wrong with using craft paint. Part of the reason that I did it, my brother-in-law is literally an artist. Like actually does that for his job. And he and I both got into real quick, just to describe what I'm doing. I'm using this black and brown, so I'm going to put a dark layer because I want it to be kind of like a kind of a dense forest. So I'm going with a dark brown, and then I'll have some lighter brown for some tree trunks, and then I'll do some greens for the. I'm doing pine trees. Pine trees are easy, so needles. But my brother-in-law and we got into 40K about the same time, and he painted up all of his stuff literally just using his mom's craft paint, and it was so ridiculously good. And he made it work, and he made him look awesome. So yeah, it can absolutely be done. You know, it's if you're willing to be patient with it. That's one of my big problems, is that half the time I'm not patient. You'll see people and online, they're like, oh, I spent 5 hours working on this figure. Nope. Typically what I shoot for in these streams is to try and get about 2 figures done, and paint for no more than 2 hours, because somewhere around 2 hours is where my brain just starts checking out. So I mean, it's nice to chat, fun to be with everyone, but it's what it is. So yeah, I don't discount craft paint. Seems like I should, but it is surprisingly better than I think it gets credit for. And if you can make it work, you make it work. So okay, that's fair. So I actually do a lot of board game miniatures. For a while there, I was doing a bunch of Star Wars Imperial Assault. Currently for my board game stuff, it's Hellboy. Working my way through the the Kickstarter set, and then but I have a big following of BattleTech players, and so I do a lot of BattleTech just to kind of, you know, keep the masses happy with me, as it were. And I like BattleTech anyways, so I mean, it's not like I'm complaining about doing BattleTech. Just kind of explaining the process around here, as it were. So, like, are you talking the GW stores, Mundo, or are you talking like corporate? Because doesn't corporate have like their own internal painters? Oh, yeah. I would not get involved with that ever. Like, some stuff came out a while back about their NDA and what you're required to do, and they are not very good about how they treat content creators. So, I mean, if somebody wants to do it, I have no problems with it. Go nuts. For me, though, I can't. Then I'm kind of out of my Games Workshop's stage, which I know you're jumping back into. Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving you any grief over that. If you're enjoying it, go nuts. But yeah, so I don't know. I kind of just do whatever I'm gonna do. Like I've had some feelers out. I got sent some promo stuff from War Cradle for Dystopian Wars, which, I mean, I did, I guess, fine for them, but they haven't reached out to me in a while. But most of my stuff, it's self-funded. It's whatever stuff I enjoy. So, you know, literally, unless I say otherwise, you know, everything is on my own dime. Okay. Anyways, so Glenn, since you're relatively new here, what do you play? How did you find gaming with ADHD? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, my videos are all over the place. So, you know, you're just a little new to the stream side of my channel. Yeah, Shadowrun, been having some fun with it. More reading than playing, but that's that happens. Currently working on like the worst part about Shadowrun is that I am way behind on reading stuff. So I have plenty of books that I could do a review on. But I have a feeling that my next one is probably going to be Astral Ways. So mostly because it's kind of picking up, or well, it seems like it's picking up off of which one was it? Was it the Plane of Dis was, well, at least for Sixth World, was first mentioned in, I think, the Magic book, if I'm not mistaken. So the fact that Astral Ways, at least from what I read in the index, is supposed to kind of pick up on that. So, and do a little bit more. So I'm kind of excited to see them continue a bit of the story. Okay. Yeah, I know Aetherology mentioned it. I know I have it. I haven't gone back and dug through that one either. I have a bunch of the old stuff, but just kind of the way I've structured my channel, yeah, exactly. So I know it was mentioned, but then it's mentioned again in Astral Ways. So I want to read that one, which is why it's probably going to be the next one for me to review. I realize that most of my reviews are more, how we'll say, just kind of like top level. Like, I know I'm not like digging into the rules and the balance. That's just me though. actually, since you are here, see, I need to read that again. I need to read. I get distracted way too easily. Anyways, but I would actually like what do you think of my reviews? Are they useful? Am I getting enough good information in there? Like, seriously, it is so hard to get feedback from people. I'll post it somewhere and I'll say, hey, I would like feedback on how I did with this. And then everybody's like, that was great. Okay. You want to expand a little bit? Maybe? Anyways. I'm not trying to pick on everyone. It's just like... Anyways, I have a Shadowrun viewer here. So I'm going to ask. Intentionally being like a little bit sloppy with this. Want it to kind of have a sort of shimmer kind of effect. Well, not shimmer effect, but just like it's not quite in focus. I'm following the leg too much. Oh, okay. That's fair. Actually that reminds me. I need to reach out to Sarah Kraus. She reached out to me when I did my interview with Jason a month ago now. And she wanted to talk about doing like a collab with the Rem Alternus people, which I don't have any problems with that. Because I do need to play more. My big problem is like just committing to a schedule of play that in my 25 years of marriage I really haven't had. So I really don't want to upset the wife with it. Let's see here. I need a darker green. Let's use some US dark green. Anyways, so yeah, I definitely need to do some of that. You know, I've always liked the Shadowrun setting, even if I haven't played it as much. And so it was just fun. I actually kind of want to go back and I haven't done these for a long time, but like the campaign books, the very first one, the 30 Nights, like my first videos that I made, and I if I go back and watch them, they would probably just be horrible. I called it the Toronto Travel Guide. And basically I would just like take 30 nights, find locations that they mentioned that exist in Toronto, and then I would just find them on Google Maps. And I said, hey, here are all of these places. You know, maybe you want to use them in your game. And I haven't done one in a long time. I was just about to start painting the tree underneath the arm, and then I realized an active camouflage under the arm would just show the sky, so I shouldn't paint it all the way under the arm. Anyhow, so yeah, and I wanted to do that with the other campaigns. I just haven't done that yet. I'll be honest, I don't know who Cliff is. I mean, I could look it up in a book. I just the name I don't go looking for other content, mostly because I don't want to be accused of stealing other content. So usually when I watch stuff, it's for different games that I'm not necessarily covering. So but I will look into that. But yeah, I know there's not a lot of 6E content, and that's part of the reason that I do it. Just because it's a less crowded. Okay, cool. I also don't do a lot of podcasts. That's just me. Mundo, the background music is built into StreamYard, and it's called Night Driving. If it is too... Oh, I should have asked, because this is a new group. If it's too loud or not loud enough, basically, it's so that if I stop talking, then it's not silent and me just staring at a miniature. I mean, I should be painting a miniature, but that's a separate story. But yeah, I will look at the Arcology podcast. So thank you for that. This model is strange. I mean, I think it's working. It's still just strange to me. I literally feel like I'm going Bob Ross on this. No, Mundo, I have not thought about doing commentary on other content creators. So it's actually kind of interesting. Like the way I approach a lot of this is kind of about like not getting a whole lot of drama going. And usually a reaction video is about the drama. It's like, oh, I can't believe they did that. And while I may agree, it's just not what I want to do. And I even watch a lot of the dumb stuff. Because I think there is good reason for it. I just don't think I'd be very good at it. So I figure, I'm just going to do my stuff, keep it a little bit more positive. It's like, hey, I'm painting miniatures. You want to come hang out while I paint miniatures? Let's paint miniatures. We'll just talk. We'll have fun. Hang out. Let's see here. But yeah, so that's why I don't do that. And like, I'd like to do like lore videos and background videos, but I also don't edit my videos. Like, I get one good take and and just upload it. So, and you're right. It doesn't all have to be negative. I'm just saying what they usually are, and so that's why my brain hasn't kind of clicked into doing those. And like, I've wanted to do some more editorially kind of commentary kind of stuff, but it is 100% a problem of imposter syndrome. I full on admit that. So needless to say, I haven't really dove into that. That's why I usually do like the interviews. And trust me when I say that I've been a little annoyed with myself at not getting interviews scheduled, because I've had so much fun doing them. Like the guy from Secrets of Blackmore. He's a hoot. I like Griff a lot. Very nice, very kind and generous with his time. I've been following this one guy, Bear the Forever DM. I like him too. He covers just, well, it's like when he wakes up in the morning, he does a like he gets his cup of coffee and just gets on stream and he'll talk about role-playing games and stuff like that, and that he's got for games that he wants to create and things like that. And since I'm up in the middle of the night and he goes live at like 3:30 in the morning, there you go. Game store owners, I got a story for you, but I'm not telling it on stream. That happened this weekend. Let's just say there's not a whole lot of game store owners that I really feel like I could interview right now. But people make their own choices. So there's that. Yeah, let's just say that locally. Actually, no, I have not been kicked out of a store, Glenn. I have chosen not to go to a store because I disagree on some stuff. It's places that I no longer want to give my money to. But some people have decided that they don't like me very much. And this one was just kind of shocking because I was a friend with the guy for over 20 years. But oh well. I would like to do that, Mundo. The problem is getting said panel together. So, all right. Hey, Scratchmaster, been a while, buddy. How you doing? So I found something out within the last couple of weeks. And let's just say it was a little hard to learn. But, it is what it is. Thank you. I've been doing the leaves, or the pine needles, as it were. I think it'll sharpen up a little bit with some wash. You know me and wash. Love my wash. But I gotta hit it with some. Oh, you know what? I can just use this. Anyways, so during high school, yes, I'm gonna bring up 30-year-old memories. Had a group of friends.
And I'd get invited along sometimes. Like usually on the weekends, you know, when teenagers get together to play role-playing games. Eesh. The light colors on this are just getting washed out by the light. Anyways, I never got invited along. And as I've been working on this channel and producing content and digging into more of it, kind of realized, well, I'm doing these reviews, but I don't have as much experience as I would like just playing. Like, to be honest with you, most of the time, if I've played in a role-playing game, I've been running the dumb thing. I don't want to run the thing. I want to be the hero. Anyways, so I was talking with a good friend of mine who was part of this group in high school, and I mentioned to him, I'm like, you guys never invited me along to play. I mean, we all bought the books. We were big into Rifts in high school. I've been getting excited again about Rifts recently with the whole OGL nonsense. And so I was talking with this friend from high school, and do not get me wrong, he is a wonderful human being. I absolutely love this man. Literally consider him one of my best friends. But short answer is, here, let me turn the lights down, see if you can see this a little better. Yeah, I think that shows it a little better. Anyways, I mentioned, I'm like, you guys never really invited me along when you would be playing. He's like, yeah, that wasn't that. I mean, you're right, and I wanted to invite you more often, but this other guy in our group, he didn't like you. He thought you were annoying. I'm not saying that was wrong. We'll just put that out there. But let's just say it was very ironic, considering who it came from. I want this a lot thinner. So, it was a little bit of a shock to learn why, even though I love getting into these games and all these stories, why I didn't get invited to play the role-playing games. So, let's just say that was rough to hear. I mean, I am a grown man. I can handle it. I will survive. But it does kind of make me wonder, would I be better at my channel if I'd had those experiences in high school? Because everybody's like, oh, well, we would play for 12 hours. I'm like, Nope. So, anyways, there's your depressing start for a Monday morning. I was not doing it to be depressing, I promise. With how I have been involved in gaming, especially since high school, I have met literally some of my favorite people. One of them is in chat with us right now, Mundo. I met Mundo as a Games Workshop outrider. And I didn't think I was that big of an influence, but dude invited me to his wedding reception. So, I don't know, I did something right. And he'll text me from time to time and ask questions and just be a good human. I like that. So I wasn't fishing for compliments, guys. I promise. But thank you. I do appreciate it. Anyways, so and then these streams. Like, it's literally me just, hey, here's a way I can compensate for my ADHD. And then for some reason, you all decide to come in and keep me company. And I still don't get it. But it's fun. Okay, that's coming in awesome. I like that. It's not the greatest. Yeah, I am. I haven't showered since before church yesterday. My hair's getting a little greasy. Anyways, I do like how this is coming out. It's not great. I'm a gamer. No, I'm not that bad, but I'm not that great either. Anyway, I'm gonna put this guy down to let the wash dry. Oh, found a spot I missed. But I do like how this is looking. So I don't know if you can tell, I went through with a little bit of the gray from over here, and did some clouds. After the wash dries, I think I'm going to come back and hit the clouds with some white and then do a little bit of brighter green on the tree. And I think that'll be good. And then obviously I'll hit the lasers in the cockpit, but we got to let that dry. Oh, Mundo, since you weren't here in the middle of the night the other night, check this out. This is Denai Lao Centrella from the Ill Clan era of the Legends book. And I am super happy with how this came out. Oh my gosh. The washes hit just right. I did a little bit, she has some kanji on the chest, so I tried to do that. The bottom one got really big, and then the middle one got a little smaller, and then the top one only had a tiny little bit of room. Anyways, oh my gosh, this one's gorgeous. Right? Thank you, Glenn. See? Trust me, I have little faith in my talents. But that one, oh my gosh, that one was fun. And I wasn't expecting it. Like the blue, I'm like, oh, this is so bright. Oh my gosh, how little bit of dark tone wash, pretty thinned out as well. Oh, came out great. Okay, so now
we get another challenge. So I had started this one. And she's mostly done, but I needed to let this dry. So let me share this real quick. All right, so this is who's the pilot? Elizabeth Hazen of the Royal Black Watch. And so basically I'm going to try and do the plaid. I've already got the green down. Basically I'm gonna do some blue cross hatching and hope that it doesn't suck. Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. Look at that. See? She's basically done. Just needs like the cockpit done. Because everything else is I guess I can jewel these lasers over here. Are those lasers? It says 3 medium lasers. 6 rack, 20 rack, Gauss rifle. Where's the third laser? Anyways, all right. So we'll have a couple of lasers right here, and then the cockpit. So I've got to do that, but it's the tartan that I've got to deal with, and so yeah, I'm gonna do. All right, let's start with this. Let's get out trusty old dark blue. You all have seen that one before. Just need a dot of that. And I'm going to go teeny tiny brush. Mix this a little bit. So, I mean, it is 6mm. I'm not getting too fancy, let's be honest. But, all right, hold on. All right, so basically, there's a lot of green around it, so wow, that barely shows up. I'm going to paint just a couple of squares. Because then I'm going to find a way to sort of blend it. And I have no idea if that is going to work.
right. I think I might have made those a little big. Holy criminy. and watch what, Kevin? Good morning, sir, by the way. All right. Actually, I think I came up with an idea that might work for this. Using teeny tiny brush. So I'm painting these squares in. So my thought is, if I go with just like a super thin line of blue connecting the squares, that might look right for the tartan. Again, just theory. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, by the way, if you haven't, hit the like button for me, please. I hate asking for it, but I'm trying to get YouTube to kind of be a little nicer. So, wow, we have 6 people in here. I don't know what to do with myself. Yes, if you want to smash the like button, you're welcome to do that, or hit it, or like, you know, dance with it. I don't know, whatever. I'm really not picky. Also, because I don't usually beg for subscriptions. I literally just hit 890, and I would love to get to 1,000 by the end of the month. So, yes, promenade with the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't, tell your friends to subscribe if they haven't. Tell your enemies to subscribe. I don't care. Literally, this is like a gaming neutral channel. We're just gonna talk about games. We're gonna have fun. And I think I've chased 3 people away, so it's all good. It's just I am so close, and we still have almost 2 weeks of March.
No, we don't.
Well, we have 11 days. That's almost 2 weeks. And if I could do that, that would be awesome. So, like,
Subscribe your kids, subscribe your dog.
whoever. It's like, I want the channel to pay for itself, but I also don't want to ask you all to pay for the channel. So, in order to do that, I need to get people subscribed to the channel. Yes, that will put some ads on it, but you know, is what it is. We were up to 6, we're down to 3.
And clearly all the YouTube stuff worked great.
Because of course it did. Anyhow, okay, that's not bad. I'm actually pretty okay with that.
And actually, instead of doing blue lines through it, I think what I will actually do is like it's got like some white here running through, so I think I'm going to try and do that. Run the white in between the blue. That should look fine, right? Yes, maybe.
Sure. We'll find out. It's okay. If it sucks, you can just tell me I'm awesome. As my 18-year-old sits in the front room cringing. All right. Let's see here.
Make sure this is in the screen.
All right, so we're going to see if this works. This is delicate. Not amazing, but I can work with this. I'm not doing black. Nope. I am barely fitting this in. Because now you have me questioning whether or not I should have done black instead of white. I don't know. I kind of like the white stripe. Just like there's so much dark and so much muted on this. I actually kind of like the light color. Just kind of popping it out. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with it. Not optimal, but I've done worse. Hey, Kevin, you know that is not inaccurate. But I actually kind of like it. I think it does make it pop a little bit more. And like also here on the thigh, it's got that silver badge. So I'm just going to throw a blob of silver on there as well. So I think it'll be close enough. You know, it's not great, but you know. Well, actually, speaking of starting to paint, Kevin, check this guy out. He's got like an active camouflage deal going on. And so we got like trees and stuff over here. It looks better in person, trust me. But I did that. I got to go through with like some brighter greens once the wash dries. The wash is still kind of damp. So that's a problem. But in the meantime, let's chrome this up so that we can jewel it. All right, so Glenn, since you're new to the painting stream, so what I do, instead of trying to like paint jeweling, I come in with like super bright silver paint. In this case, it is Shining Silver. Yes, Shining Silver from Army Painter. And I put that, whatever's going to get jeweled. So in this case, the cockpit, and I'm going to do these 2 lasers because there's supposed to be a third one and I have no idea where it's at. So I'm just going to do 2. And then I take Army Painter speed paints and I come back in and I hit the silver with the Army Painter speed paints. So I don't know if you're joking. In case you're not, jeweling is typically where you have like a gem. Okay, and so you'll paint it a dark color, and then you'll paint a light color kind of on the top, and then you'll do like some little like swoops or like little like reflection points coming off of it, just so it looks like they're like the light is refracting off of it. I found a super easy, lazy way to do it that works for me, and so it's what I've started doing, like pretty much constantly for the lasers and the cockpits on BattleTech. Just makes it way easier. So, but after I do, while we let this dry, I need to put the Black Watch badge. On the thigh. And I think I will come back and like hit like a little black squiggle on there just to kind of make it look like something. So yeah, this is the first time I've ever called it, chroming. But yeah, basically, so the Shining Silver, basically I want it to look like this. And so since it kind of has like a metallic reflection to it, basically I put the Shining Silver down, and then I'll come back with the speed paint. Speed paints are like a super thick wash, so it gets thin in the high points and then settles darker into the outer points. And so you'll see it looks good. I just got to let that dry. You can kind of see it on this guy, like there's a little bit of blue in here, but if you look, it looks kind of shiny, and then I've got some green and some red in there. Again, looks a little bit shiny. Let me see if I can. So it's like you'll see that it's much lighter on the inside and then the darker color towards the outside. That's what the speed paints will do. It's like I said, it works for me, so I'm calling it good. All right, so while we let that stuff dry, we're going to go for some Alley Viper, and I think I'm going to use
German Orange. Yeah, speed paints are okay. So speed paints are within like the last year. They're from Army Painter.
You may have heard of Games Workshop's contrast paints, which is the same kind of thing. Why does that look pink? I think I'm going to need a new palette.
And then Vallejo's coming out with one. I forget what they called it. Anyways, so and then so y'all don't know what I'm talking about with the Alley Viper.
So I needed a paint scheme for this guy. And Steven was
saying that I should just make it like some crazy look. And so basically we're going to do this. Why? Because I think it'll be fun.
The named pilot that I picked. You know what? I don't like that orange. It looks better here, but that looks like pink, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to use the Reaper Fire Orange.
And
I mean, it's just a different way of painting. I get that. You know, it's just sometimes I think it works, sometimes I don't. Some people love doing it on BattleTech. I have my doubts. Even though like I've Mechanical Frog. He does a lot with it. Anyways, so it's good. And I mean, the whole premise is paint faster. And I get that. And I'm not opposed to it. It's just that I haven't gotten up the guts to try it. Like to try the actual speed painting method, as it were. So, hey! This is Sixth World. This isn't a pizza mech. Don't get any ideas. I do need to do a pizza mech eventually. So, yeah, that's another problem. You know, and that's if you have Speed Paint 2.0. If you have the original Speed Paint, it can be quite a while. Like a day. So, you know. No, so all right, so you just got here, and so Steven recommended that I do just something absolutely crazy, and he recommended like an eye burning pink, which I don't have. And so instead, we're going with Alley Viper. So I'm actually kind of excited about this one. But the named pilot here is Solomon Storm. He is also out of the Free Worlds League. And so once I have the orange and blue down, then this kind of stripe here down the center, I'm going to paint that purple, to represent Free Worlds League. And as for that figure, well, that's the classified version of the figure. But I know for a fact I had at least 2 of the original one. Gosh, I'm old. Anyways, but Solomon Storm is in Snord's Irregulars. I reached out to the author of Snord's Irregulars, saying, "Hey, you should tell me how to paint it." And he's just like, "Do what you want." Dang it, that doesn't help me. So there was that. Anyways, so it'll be something different. And I still have a named pilot. And there's no historical record of what it looked like, so as far as I'm concerned, this is it. And of course, it's orange over top of a dark gray, so it's going to need at least a couple of coats. And I'm going to have to put it down and wait for it to dry. That's the worst, is having to be patient. So, anyhow. Yeah, no, exactly. So, right. You can do whatever you want. But what I have been doing is, like, I'll either look through Legends and try and find like an example there and then paint to Legends. And if they don't have the particular mech that I'm looking for, then I'll look at like the Alpha Strike pilot cards or Sarna, trying to find like the pilot and what unit they were in, and then go off of that. The problem is sometimes I'm just boring and I don't have any fun ideas on my own. And so I come up with that's how I've done it. But then all of my stuff ends up being unique, which has been fun, because then I've got, I've got over 60 different mechs now, and they're all unique paint jobs. And so I absolutely love it. Six World. I am going to send you a DM on Twitter later about Thursday during the BattleTech launch. Basically, I was going to do a live stream for like the first couple of hours while it's live, and just see if people want to jump on and we can talk and hang out and look at stretch goals that get unlocked, that kind of stuff. So if you want it, we'll talk more. Steven already has said that he joined for a little bit. All right, we're going to set them aside. Anyways, if you're interested. All right, let's do this. All right, so I need yellow for Elizabeth Hazen's cockpit. Anyways, so Glenn, this is what I was talking about. You just come in. Get pretty liberal. Let it settle into the cracks. And then you get roughly the look of this guy. So, you know, kind of works. I need a little bit of red for the lasers. That went in really thick. All right. Stand up. All right, set that to the side and get out a little bit of black. Yeah, it's a stupid it's a stupid easy idea, and it works great. Yeah, I know that normally you do speed paint over like a white or a really light gray. I just kind of wanted to get that metallic sheen, so I don't know why I did that with my hands. Anyways, so that's why I put it over silver. And now, because I am boring and I do not have pizza boxes, I paint my base black. Yeah, exactly. It's like I've done lensing a few times. I just don't think my lensing looks very good. And the speed paint over silver gives me the exact look that I want, and it saves me like 10 steps, and so I'm totally okay with it. Not gonna lie. Then, last thing. All right. Wish me luck. And I'm just going to do like a backwards S. Got extra room. Tiny line on the side. I'm not trying to recreate the Northwind Highlanders crest or the Blackwatch crest, but there's some sort of squiggle on there, so it looks like there's something. Good enough. All right. Sweet. All right. I've got quite a bit of black, so let's go ahead and do his base. It's basically done. Or at least anything that'll get to the bases. Yeah, exactly. Tabletop quality. This is an Executioner with the Chameleon light shifting camouflage. I'll give you a better look here in a second. Basically, got kind of some clouds and some trees coming up. We've got to better delineate the split between the two sides, but that can come later. Battletech. So the quote-unquote official site for the paint schemes is Camo Specs Online. Just camospecs.com. Here. Camospecs.com. Actually, here, let me try making it a link. There we go. And so you can sort by faction. You can do a search for the particular mech in question. You can, like there's mercenary units, individual regiments within a house. There's all sorts of stuff. Lots and lots and lots and lots of options. But then I think it was Steven gave me another website that I keep forgetting where it pulls from MechWarrior Online. Those paint schemes are a bit harder because obviously they're computer based, so they're a little bit fancier. Anyhow, if Steven hears about it and he's the one that suggested it, he'll toss it in chat. So anyhow, so how was everyone else's weekend? Any good gaming? Any bad gaming? Any gaming at all? All gaming stories are welcome. All right, that is also super thin, so we're going to let that dry some more.
Now I don't know what I want to do. Let's see here. All right. Are you guys working through a campaign, or did you start a new session? What did you end up doing? I'm going to start putting some paint on this. Whoa. That is a lot of old world Warhammer. Let's see here. All right, so this is going to be another Jade Falcon. You know what? Let's put him in Turkina Keshik. Because there are no named pilots. Okay, cool. Third parallel, is that's the one in Spain, right? If I remember correctly. So this one, real quick, it's going to be... Oh, that's right. Okay. So this is going to be Turkina Keshik. And once I get to it, I'm going to get a little brave and try and do some sort of falcon along the top here. Impress Kevin with my ability to try and learn new things. So, but that's cool. So how far are you guys into third parallel? I might just read all the adventure hooks on that anyways, just for the whole Plane of Dis stuff. I mean, when you're from out of town, you got to pay for your tacos somehow. And why not use otherworldly jewels? That could be interesting.
Actually, speaking of Shadowrun, I really need to finish my project from Jason, or for Jason. I will admit that, you know, being friends with people sometimes has its advantage, but sometimes is also a disadvantage. So, during COVID, you'll notice that very quickly they had those PDF supplements come out for Sixth World. They had Age of Rust, Ingentis Athletes, and what was the other one?
Oh, Crime Catalog.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was gonna say they're usually about like 30 runs, so if you're about 8 runs in, that's not too bad. Anyways, so I spoke to Jason and I said, hey, you know, what's the deal with these? And basically he told me that the whole point to him was stuff that could be written, put out quickly. It doesn't need to go to printers because it's just PDFs. But it would be basically, it would be a way to keep that's true. Yes, Loafer's Legions did come out. But basically it was a way to keep Shadowrun writers writing, you know, even with everything else that was going on. And I absolutely loved the idea. I think that was fantastic. But what ended up happening is that they just ended up writing the stuff that they were going to write anyways, and getting the books out. Because basically, I mean, the books just no, not to keep things that would get cut from the book, but basically it's like, hey, here's something, or like Loafer's Legions, you know, hey, write me a, 5,000-10,000 word thing and do some stuff with dragon stuff. It's like, okay. And, maybe it was stuff that I don't think any of it was like cutting room floor kind of stuff, although they can still do that, obviously. But it was, again, it was supposed to be a, hey, we don't know what's going to be happening with printing or deliveries or whatever. So what's a way that we can make stuff and put it out and pay our guys, and just keep moving. And so that's why they started doing the PDFs, which, I mean, I realize they've been doing, like, Catalyst has done like little mini PDF supplements forever, but that was kind of the approach with the Sixth World stuff. And I thought it was cool, and I thought it was interesting. And I was talking with Jason one day, and I'm like, and I was just like, or I was asking, like, when more PDF stuff was coming out. And basically he's like, whenever I get any. And basically he said that, like, they ended up writing stuff for the books that they had planned instead of writing these PDF supplements. So it turns out that they didn't necessarily need to do that. in order to keep the stuff going. So, like in short, it wasn't that it was a problem doing the stuff. It was just a problem of getting people to do stuff, and submit it. So I got my gumption up and I said, well, what if I did one? He's like, okay. Now, the problem is he didn't give me any kind of a deadline. I think it was more just going to be like a spec thing of, okay, let's see what you can do. And so I asked him what he would want to see, because like I wanted to do I wanted to do something similar to Age of Rust. And so he gave me 2 cities, and I picked one, and I did a bunch of research, and I found some stuff, and I started writing some stuff, and then I didn't finish it. Exactly. I told that whole story just to lead up to that. Anyways, I do want to go in and finish it. I think it'll be. I think it's fun. It's the city that I picked. I think I've only ever driven through it, but it's got some fun stuff there, anyways. Yeah, exactly, Mundo. Squirrel. So, needless to say, I do still want to finish it, and hopefully he'll still put it out. I will see. But there is some fun stuff there that if I can do it right, I think we can have just another fun little PDF supplement about another city in Shadowrun that, as far as I'm aware, has never been covered. So it'd just be fun. All right. Okay. I think it is time to stop. I need to let this dry some more. I want it to dry a little bit more fully. But we ended up getting a lot. We. You all helped. You kept me talking. You kept me focused. But everything is just kind of screaming in my head right now. So I'm going to end it there. But this was fun. This was awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see. Sixth World, I don't know if you're still here. If you are, like I said, I'm going to message you here in a bit. Do keep an eye out. I will have more videos coming out this week. I'm actually very proud of myself. I've got like 8 videos recorded in the can, uploaded. I don't even have to do anything. They're just scheduled. They'll come out on their own. It's all random stuff. I literally the channel is Gaming with ADHD for a reason. I like all sorts of games, cover all sorts of stuff. So, but I am also gonna have to go read some Shadowrun. Yes, and I need to message Steven. I need to message lots of people, but I'm a disaster. So, anyways, who cares? You're all listening to me ramble. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for being here. Until then, have fun, paint some miniatures, play some games, and, in general, be a little happier. Try to find something that makes you happy and get a little bit of dopamine hit. But other than that, I'm going to go. I'm going to stop rambling, and you all have a great week, and we'll
probably see each other on Thursday. So